Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading. This is Kay from Online Tarot. I do want to start off by saying thank you for subscribing. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers and I appreciate you guys following me on this journey. So if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and be a part of my journey. Let's go ahead and get started by choosing 3 of these oracle cards and then we'll dive into tarot after, okay? So let's go ahead and see. We'll get one more shuffle here. But first I want to see split deck. I have obsession and influences. Okay, so somebody is obsessed with you and it could be a third party. It could be someone who, you know, you're not really got your eyes on at the moment. Okay, let's go ahead and see what wants to come out for you. Okay, so clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying. Okay, so not only is this person obsessed with you, Aquarius, but they're spying on you. They're looking at your social medias and they're not really telling you. I'll grab the bottom one. They're not really telling you that they are watching you. They could be clinging to some kind of past. Yeah, so as soon as I said past, this rejection card came out. So maybe it's someone that you originally rejected, or maybe somebody that you left feeling abandoned. Okay, they feel dismissed. They have this irrational fear of feeling dismissed or rejected. And running. Okay, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. Okay, bottom deck, we have apology, forgiveness, return, sorry. So this does make me feel like somebody is coming back from maybe like things just never got off on the got off the table is what I'm hearing. Like things never took off, right? So let's go ahead and get started with tarot. Because this card here, this clinging card, I feel like this person is holding on to something still. Even though you guys didn't really, you know, make it to the next level, they're still kind of holding on to the fact that maybe you guys can still. Okay, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. I feel like that goes hand in hand with the spying. Okay, like they are spying on you. They're looking at your stuff. They're keeping tabs on you, but they're not letting you know that they are. Okay, let's go ahead and get one more shuffle. Okay, and then let's go ahead and split deck to see what the overall energy is of this person. We have Temperance and 4 of Cups here. Okay, so there is some sense of this person feeling like they need to balance out themselves and create a calm atmosphere so that they can kind of focus on what it is that they want, what it is that they are seeking. Or maybe that's your energy. Take it how it resonates. Okay, I'm just reading energies. So flip the role. You know, cross watchers are welcome. If you're watching for an Aquarius, you can you know, get the same message, but just fit yourself where you fit. Okay, let's go ahead and get a card here for rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I have 9 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so somebody feels like there was some kind of unreliable energy, a manipulative energy, and you know, somebody was just like not really giving you what you expected out of a connection. Okay, and I'm saying that because the 9 of Cups in the upright is like a romantic gesture, somebody who's coming in and has a lot to say and they're creative with how they say it. But I feel like this person is somebody who would rather like manipulate the situation and benefiting themselves only. Okay, clarify the 9 of Cups, please. Thank you. We have, okay, so they're recovering from that energy is what I'm hearing. Okay, after that energy, they are gaining a new perspective. They have this irrational fear of missing out is what I'm hearing. So maybe they're realizing that their past actions were causing you to drift away. That's not what they wanted. So clinging, let's clarify clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying. Thank you. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles. There was some kind of, yeah, okay, I think I was mentioning in the beginning, there was some kind of missed opportunity here. This person feels like they missed their chance with you. Okay, and I think I mentioned that, you know, this was something that just never took off. And, you know, maybe it's because this person, you know, rubbed you the wrong way, Aquarius, and you let them go, or, you know, maybe they rejected you and you, like, that's their way of trying to play hard to get. But, you know, Aquariuses are known for not allowing that kind of manipulation. So This person is still holding on and obsessing over the fact that this was a missed opportunity. Maybe the time was not right for them to approach you. Okay, but whatever it is, I feel like they are going through and they're realizing that they're not happy without you. Okay, and they're holding on to the idea of still being able to offer you this connection, this relationship. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles, please. Okay, the Devil card. Yeah, there is some kind of bondage. They're holding on to something. And it is a card of obsession as well. So there's now 3 cards that have kind of popped out, insinuating an obsession. So this person is really holding on to the fact that they still want you, that they still want this connection with you. And they could be obsessing over what you are up to, like wondering what you're doing, talking with other people, you know, spying. I always say that, you know, it could be somebody who is in connections with you that is giving them the information that they need. I have the Sun here, bottom deck. So they do have this positive energy about it. It's not negative. It's not like, oh, this person's obsessed, you know. It's more so like this person is feeling like they are in love with you and they don't want to miss their chance with you. They feel like they missed a chance, but there's still this underlining like feeling like they can't, you're not escaping their mind. They can't escape you from their mind. So let's go ahead and clarify running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. Okay, so with the Strength card coming out in the reverse, I feel like this person has a weakness towards you. They could have doubt, so that could be a reason why they're running away. Okay, you know, I'm seeing this runner chaser energy here with this rejection card. You know, somebody rejected them and they're running away from that, but they're still kind of obsessing over this clinging to, you know, like wanting to chase at the same time. Repression, okay, somebody is holding back their feelings. Okay, this person is not wanting to say what's on their mind. They'd rather disappear and not be forced to say what's on their mind. I feel like if they were around you, if they came in contact with you, they would be forced to say what's on their mind. They would be forced to tell you how they feel if they had the chance. Clarify Strength in the reverse. You don't know your own strength until it's tested. And I feel like this person still feels doubt, like they're doubting themselves. Clarify Strength card in the reverse. Why is it in the reverse? There's no confidence. They don't have confidence that you are wanting them. Okay, so also I'm hearing, as I said that, I kind of feel like this person, maybe you didn't reject them, but they're afraid. They're kind of, it's an irrational fear that they will get it rejected, right? And it's almost like they have no reason to feel that way. Maybe you never gave them a reason to feel that way, but so the 9 of Pentacles here, clarifying running, ghosting, disappearing, and the Strength card in the reverse. I do feel like this person is appreciating you and what you've done behind the scenes. Could be that they're ghosting, and could be that they're disappearing and you know, not giving much contact because they're working on themselves. I see this self-care and luxury. They want satisfaction with just being happy with themselves. Like maybe that's something that they need to grow on, they need to work on in order to come towards you. Okay, I do want to clarify Spying card again, because I feel like this is important to their obsession, that they can't stop looking at your social media, whatever it is. Clarify spying, please. Okay, so there is some kind of envy in the mix as well, but I do see like the spying, it's lying about it. It's a heavy burden that they are holding on to. Okay, there's always another way to do something, but I feel like this person is sticking to not reaching out, right? They're just gonna watch you. Clarify the Devil card, please. Because I also see repression here as well as in the Strength in the reverse. These two cards both are the same as, you know, not really giving into themselves, not really allowing them their true heart's desires to be spoke about. They're keeping it in because of this doubt. And like the Devil in the upright is kind of a card of weakness, right? It's like feeling like you're weak, feeling powerless. But like if you look at this here, I'll try to cover, but if you look at this, the chains look really loose. Okay, it doesn't look like they're stuck. They they can get out at any time, I feel like, but it's more so like this bondage that they're being held on to. Like they are feeling like they're like, this is probably a big ego thing for them. Okay, like they usually don't get rejected, and I feel like they're fearful that you will reject them. You're probably the only person that has made them feel this way. And okay, so the Seven of Swords came out in the reverse, okay, for clarifying the Devil card. So I feel like this person is getting freedom from that. Okay, they're getting they're having these revelations. They're seeking advice from other people with this wise counsel here, confession. I do feel like this person is wanting to confess their obsession with you. They want to get out of this this energy here. They know that they're stuck, and they know that they have, you know, something to work on. But I do feel like it's kind of like they're guarding. They were just guarding their heart, right? They were putting these defenses up to protect their heart, but at the same time, they're realizing that it's stopping them from being able to come towards you. And they have something to say, okay? If you guys are in a connection already, the ghosting, disappearing, invisible, that could just be like this person not saying what's on their mind because they don't want you to abandon them. I do want to clarify the Ace of Pentacles, okay? I feel like there was an opportunity that they had and they missed out on it. What was that opportunity? What happened during that time? How did they feel during that time? Give me one card, please. Okay, fell to the ground. And we picked it up in the Sun in the reverse. Okay, so maybe this person was just in a moment of their time where they were at their lowest. Okay, they were unhappy. They, you know, had a lot of negativity, and there was a need for reflection. There was a need for them to look back at what they have and where they're going, right? I think I saw the Seven of Pentacles split, or in the bottom of the deck, I didn't mention, but I do feel like that's important, because that's, you know, looking back at what you have and, you know, making goals based off of that. You know, sometimes you make, like I'm seeing somebody making a 5-year goal, a 5-year plan. This is where I want to be in 5 years. But in year 3, they're like, I'm anywhere near that. Let's take a step back and re-plan, you know, make a better goal. Okay, so a 5-year plan could be significant for somebody here. But I feel like during this time that they were unhappy, they were in their unhappiest moment. I feel like they were trying to make an offer, but it wasn't going to go anywhere because they needed to be happy by themselves before they could offer happiness to somebody else, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's go ahead and see, okay, what this person is figuring out. I feel like they are making this revelation here. They're finding out what it is that they need with the Seven of Swords here. So I do want to clarify that there. I did just see take your power back, so maybe that has something to do with it. Okay, this person is probably allowing something to gain control over their feelings, over their love, and I feel like they're taking that back, right? That's the Devil energy being lifted. Okay, let's go ahead and get 1 or 2 cards, please. Clarify the truth, the revelations. Okay, yeah, deception. Someone is wearing a mask in this relationship. They are spying and they're not telling. There's that card. They're spying. They're not telling you how they feel. They're realizing that they're hiding their true self. Okay, and they need to get the courage to tell you how they feel to be happy. And that's the end of it, right? They're running from this problem that they see, but all it's doing is making it a bigger problem. I'm seeing like a snowball effect. And take your power back, okay? You're giving someone control over how you feel. Your happiness should depend on you, or should only depend on you, right? And I think that's what I was saying, okay? So I feel like this card is very significant here in this reading. You know, I feel like what I was saying about the Devil card, okay, this person is realizing that they're only limited to being unhappy because they're allowing themselves to be there. Okay, that repression. They're needing to let that go. And it's almost like an ego thing, right? I feel like it's a big ego thing. This person doesn't want to get rejected. They don't want to feel abandoned or dismissed, because like maybe they have never been let down before, or you know, maybe they've always made the shots that they shoot, or whatever it is, you know. I do want to pause really quickly and say thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, please do. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, so thank you by subscribing. Anyways, I do want to say that this is Capricorn energy. Okay, we do have Aquarius energy coming out here with this truth. So maybe Aquarius, they're going to tell you the truth. Okay, they want to tell you the truth here. Okay, maybe Aquarius, you're going to tell the truth to them, and it's going to let this person realize that like they need to also speak up. But we have Aquarius, Sagittarius, Virgo, Leo, more fire energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and more air and earth energy. Okay, so any of those signs can be significant. It could be your sign, their sign, or you know, just really the emotion behind it and how they're feeling. I do see quite a bit of fire, quite a bit of air. Okay, so there is a lot of emotion, okay, in here, and this person is making this jump towards you only after they've healed themselves. Okay, is what I'm seeing, that they're not going to come towards you until they take off this mask. They're not going to take off this mask until they realize that they need to control themselves, and they need to have this self-love, right? I think there was a card about self-love. Yeah, self-care. Yeah, and I do feel like this is something that they're working on, is, you know, loving themselves, knowing that they can be happy by themselves without anyone, because codependency kind of feels like that could be something in the mix, especially with this like manipulative energy here. Okay, moody, unreliable, needing somebody to rely on. Okay. And because I did see this here, this truth card, I want to grab a confession card here. Let's see how much time we have left. A little bit of time. Let's see what kind of confessions they want to come out. I saw thinking. This person is thinking about you all of the time, obsessing over you. Okay, I saw follow your bliss. This person loves it when you are doing what you love. They love to see what you're up to. Let's get a couple messages here for Aquarius, please, from your person. Messages from your person to you, Aquarius. Okay. Twin flame signs. You could be dealing with the twin flame. And I think I mentioned runner chaser energy in the beginning, and that is very typical for a twin flame energy. Okay, I feel like, you know, you go through this wanting this connection to not wanting it because, you know, somebody's not healed, right? So yeah, so twin flame signs. Look for the signs for our connection. As your twin flame, I mirror what you are going through. Notice how we are very similar and share the same visions. There's a connection between us that can't be denied. We have to work on ourselves to be together. Look out for the signs, my love. It is me sending them to you. I just saw that. I just read this, and immediately I thought of like a random song that either pops into your head, or, you know, you hear on the radio station, or, you know, just like you're going through your playlist and a random song ends up in there somehow. I don't know. But I feel like that is meant for you to hear. Like there's a message in that song. So pay attention to music is what I'm hearing. Okay, but this person does feel like you guys are in a connection that is hard for them to back away from. Okay, and they could be running away from it because they, like, this love scares them. Okay, they don't know how to handle. I feel like them feeling like they like you have control over them. You have this control over them that they can't get out of. They're clinging to, like, you're the oxygen, and they're like grasping for it is what I'm seeing with this cling wrap. Okay, they can't breathe without you, right? But they're still holding on. They're still trying. And I feel like whatever it is that needs to be done, they're healing. You could be going through healing process yourself. You could be, you know, focusing on self-care and your accomplishments and what you're trying to achieve. And this person, you know, could be doing the same. They're realizing that they need to go through a healing process, or, you know, look at what it is that is holding them back, because mostly everything that's holding someone back is something that they can control and something that they can, you know, take away and, you know, manage themselves, right? Something that they need to go within. Okay. Yeah, let's grab a fairy card just for fun. This is going to be your advice, Aquarius, on what your spirit angels think that, or spirit guides think that you should be focusing on. I said angels, so you could have angels that are protecting you. Clarify, give me one card, please. You have inner child. Okay. So the fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but be safe. Okay, so I think I mentioned earlier that your person loves watching you do what you do, you know, having fun. And I feel like you having fun, you doing something that either makes you feel like a kid again, or something that you used to do as a kid, you know, will kind of help you gain clarity. Maybe that's a form of self-care for you. Okay. Yeah, so take that how it resonates. Aquarius, if that did resonate, I would love to know how. Please like and comment on this video. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers, and I would love for you to be a friend. Yeah, so we'll see you in the next one.